The topic of this lecture is Introduction to Culture and Civilization. In the previous lecture, we have seen in detail the definition of civilization. There are things which are being repeated here. We'll take number one, the definition of culture. The term culture is a Latin origin of the word cultus, which refers to cultivating or refining something in such a manner that it provides admiration and respect. In simple words, it means the manners in which a society is being watched, or which have been has been evaluated. In the final terms, culture is the way people live reflected in the language they spoke, food they eat, clothes they wear, and the deity they follow or worship. The word deity means the name used, technical name used for the word God or Bhagwan or Allah or Yahweh in Hebrew, and many of the all those words which are being associated with the Lord Almighty or the creator of this world or God. Next is the definition of civilization. Civilization is described as a process of civilizing, means that to be good as a good citizen, civilized or civilizing, or say developing the state of human society. The description it means that if a person individually and society is collectively is being in a good civilized manner or ethics, and their attributes are in a good behavior, then it is the state of a good society. To the extent that the culture, industry, technology, government, etc. reaches the maximum level, in other words, it means that all these things which are mentioned here, the culture and the industry, all those things in a human society should reach its maximum level of of uh, of excellence. The term civilization is derived from the Latin word civis, which indicates someone who resides in a town. The term civilization is non-confined to town, but it means that it is not only confined. It does not mean only, it's not specifically used nowadays for town, but it is in a broader spectrum used for many other places in which the human people, the human societies live or they dwell. The next is the important point of this lecture is the basic. What are the basic differences between a culture and a civilization? The following things are noteworthy. The term culture refers to the embodiment of the manner in which we think, behave, and act. So, when a person individually or a group of people, they think and they behave, their behavior and their ethics in the shape of act comes in front of the people, then it is called, they develop a culture and it is called a culture. On the contrary, on the other hand, it means on the improved stage of human society. It means that the human society has now developed, instead of being of animals, like living like animals, they live like humans. That means good people, good behavior, and good atmosphere, and all those things. Our culture describes what we are, but our civilization explains what we have or what we make use of. A very minute difference. Culture describes what we are, but the civilization is the outcome of that culture, which is called a civilization or a civilized society or a civilized person. The change in culture is observed by time, as it holds the thoughts and traditions lost with the passage of time, and new ones are added to it, which are then transmitted from one generation to another generation. It means that the culture is not stagnant, it keeps on changing, and the civilization is also not constant or stagnant. Stagnant means staying on one place. So the culture and civilization are two things which are continuously developing and changing with the time, with the developments. We can see the development of the 16th, 17th, and 18th, and now we are in the 21st century. We can see the development in culture and in civilization. All the things have been changed nowadays, as you can see. Now, the conclusion of this talk is we should not be confused with the term culture and civilization. Why? Because both are created by humans, which expresses or which show the way we manage our lives. Let me repeat this sentence again for you. We should not be confused with the term culture and civilization. We should not, they are almost mostly same, or they have the same offspring of offshoots. Here they cannot, culture cannot be understood, in other words, culture cannot be understood without a civilization, or civilization cannot be understood without a culture. Because of both are created by the humans and they are interconnected. They are interconnected and the humans express themselves in culture and civilization. In other words, they are bounded, they are interconnected, the way in we manage our lives. These two gives us the ideals, values, and ways to live a decent and prosperous life. The point is that if a society wants to be called developed or developed nation, then they will have to develop their ideas, innovations, their ideologies, their philosophies, their values, and their behavior to live a prosperous, a wonderful life of this world and also perhaps of the hereafter. But this life of the hereafter, from according to the religious point of view, depends upon the aqidah or belief of a person. Thank you very much for your time.